Now here's the scary part. You ready for this? Scary part coming. I have put my stake in the ground and said that the artificial intelligence, AI, already controls humans. And that if you're worried about, hey, someday in the future the AI will control us, you don't need to worry about that, because it already happened. Now, you can worry if you want, but it already happened. And could we do anything about it? Would the AI ever release its grip? Now, here's what I mean by the AI already controls us. Now, the way an artificial intelligence thinks could be quite different than the way a human thinks. For example, if you looked at IBM's Watson, or was it Big Blue, or whatever it was, whoever it was that was playing chess against the chess champions, it didn't think the same way the chess champions thought. It did it by brute force. It would just calculate every possible move and then pick the one with the best odds. So a computer thinks different than a person, but it can still be thinking in its own fashion. And it seems to me that artificial intelligence gets employed in lots of different fields. Most of them are just tools. Hey, that's useful. I figured out how to figure out traffic better or whatever. But in the specific area where AI helps you make money because your algorithm is better, it's feeding ads better, etc., in that case, the AI really controls the people. Because the way we've formed our corporations is they have to pursue profits. It's a requirement. And if the managers of a corporation don't pursue profits, they get fired and they're replaced with somebody who does. So as long as the algorithm, the AI, if you will, and profits are now linked, at least for the social media companies, you can't untangle them. That's their whole business model. So as long as that's the case, the AI will drive the business model, which will drive the human beings, and effectively it already owns us. So here's my prediction. If it's true that AI already owns us, we will never have access to the algorithm because the AI will prevent it. And the way it will prevent it is through its connection to profitability. It won't have a thought about preventing it, so it's not like people. So it's not going to say, hey, I think I want to prevent these people from looking at my code. No, it won't do that. What it will do instead is it's got a symbiotic relationship with the people who work in the companies, and those people know that if they unlock the code, profitability could at least be jeopardized. You don't know if it would go down, it probably would, but at least it would be jeopardized. And because people don't want to jeopardize profits, and because the business model of a corporation requires them not to jeopardize profits, as long as they're obeying the law. There are no laws against what the platform companies are doing in terms of the algorithm. So as long as they're obeying the law and they're pursuing profits in a perfectly legal way, I don't think you're ever going to get access to the code. Now you might say to yourself, Scott, the government can just require it. The government can just pass a law. Can it? Do we have a government that is immune from money influences? Nope, we don't. Not only that, not only can the large platform companies, hire lobbyists, etc., donate to the right people, do whatever it needs to do, but so the big companies can probably protect the algorithm from the government. I would think they could do that. So that's one way to know that the AI has taken over.